Alexander Isak's Liverpool move increasingly likely, says David Ornstein, but a lot needs to happen. The Athletic's David Ornstein joined TNT Sports ahead of Chelsea v Fulham to talk about the escalating Alexander Isak transfer saga, and said that the Swede's move to Liverpool looks increasingly likely, but admitted that a lot needs to happen for that to take place. Newcastle announced the signing of Nick Woltemade on Saturday, which could help speed the process of Isak's sale. David Ornstein joined TNT Sports commentator Darren Fletcher ahead of the early kickoff between Chelsea and Fulham to discuss the latest updates on Alexander Isak's transfer situation. The clock is ticking for Isak's move from Newcastle United to Liverpool to materialise, with the transfer window closing on Monday evening. The Reds saw a £110 million offer turned down earlier in the summer, but have yet to put a new bid forward. I think it's looking increasingly like Liverpool, but still a lot needs to happen for that to take place, Ornstein said about Isak's potential move to Anfield, so you cannot rule out him staying at Newcastle. Even at St James Park, I think there's a growing expectation now that a move to Liverpool could happen. Newcastle have also announced the club record signing of striker Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart, joining for up to £69 million, eclipsing the £63 million spent on Isak 3 years ago. Newcastle United break club record to sign Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade in deal worth £64 million. Joe Cole believes Chelsea wonderkid Estevao will excite fans. He gives me Neymar vibes. Woltemade will likely lead the line at Newcastle with uncertainty around Isak, who is still determined to move to Liverpool. The 23-year-old scored 17 goals in 33 appearances across all competitions for Stuttgart last season. Newcastle have now got their new striker, Ornstein added, and it's come at a significant expense because it's €75 million plus €5 million in add-ons, so you would expect him to lead the line in some shape or form. And Newcastle are still looking in the market. They've retained an interest in Jørgen Strand Larsen at Wolves, Jon Wissa at Brentford, and the conditions of an Isak sale were always getting a couple of replacements or reinforcements in, and also whatever money would come from Liverpool needing to meet their satisfaction. The relationship between Isak and Newcastle cannot continue due to broken promises. And the striker has refused to play for the club. He last played for Newcastle in May and missed the entirety of pre-season. Ornstein added, "We've heard this £150 million figure. If it happens, we don't know what it might end up at." Liverpool have been sat back from this and letting it unfold. They made their £110 million bid and they haven't come back in with a new offer, but their interest remains firm. And crucially, as we understand, he is determined to move to Liverpool, and that hasn't diminished at all. We could see this evolving before the transfer window closes, but as things stand, it hasn't quite sparked into life. I'm sure there are things going on behind the scenes and we should see a resolution soon.